State leaders in Oregon are taking those lessons they learned from the heat wave we saw earlier this summer and applying those lessons to the heat wave that begins today.
Yeah, as Mike Benner reports, the 211 info line is something officials hope runs a lot smoother this time around.
With yet another heat wave expected in the coming days, state leaders are pleading with the public to be careful.
Stay in air-conditioned buildings, not relying as fans as our primary cooling device, limiting outdoor activity, especially midday when it's in the hottest part of the day.
These tips are so critical because the excessive heat in late June killed 83 Oregonians, and that number could rise as more than 30 deaths are still under investigation.
Many of these deaths, in my mind, were preventable.
Oregon Office of Emergency Management Director Andrew Phelps says state officials have learned a lot in the last few weeks. Take, for instance, the importance of the 211 helpline. Late last month, it wasn't functioning properly.
There was a delay or a gap in 24/7 211 coverage. That was rectified during the weekend, and moving forward during events like that heat event, we need to make sure that 211 service is provided around the clock.
The goal is to have that 24/7 coverage available this weekend. Phelps adds that free transportation should also be available to get people to cooling centers around the area. I asked if the state had struck any deals with TriMet or taxi and rideshare companies.
We don't have authority to direct jurisdictions to waive their mass transit fares. The recommendation is simply if a community is opening up cooling centers, transportation to access those cooling centers should be free.
While that's out of our control, other things are not. Here's some additional advice for beating the heat.
Wearing loose, lightweight, light-colored clothing when getting hot, or even as a prevention, taking cool showers or baths to lower our body temperature.
It should come as no surprise that homebound seniors are some of the most vulnerable in our community. We can tell you that Meals on Wheels, the nonprofit, is spending the week getting in touch with seniors, making sure they have everything they need for this heat wave. It's also worth noting that Oregon OSHA is reminding employers to take the necessary steps to ensure safety of all workers. Reporting in downtown Portland, I'm Mike Benner for KGW News.
There are cooling centers set up around the region for this weekend's heat wave. You can find a list of them at KGW.com, and you can always get the latest forecast there too, or by downloading the KGW app.
New this morning, Kaiser police say they have arrested someone after a shootout, chase, and a hit-and-run crash all overnight. This happened just before 9 p.m. when police say they came across a suspicious car near River Road North and Dearborn Avenue North. Then, around 11 o'clock last night, Cherry Avenue was closed down between Salem Parkway and Salem Industrial for some kind of investigation. That includes, you see the parking lot here of a Home Depot store. Now, it's unclear what led to the shootout. We are waiting to get more information, but lots of police still there on scene this morning. We'll get you that info when it's released. Now to the latest on fire season, because at 413,000 acres burned, the bootleg fire in southern Oregon still the largest in the country. And Governor Brown visited there yesterday to get an update. The governor says Oregon's readiness for wildfire season allowed them to respond quickly to major fires.
OSFM was able to have a team here pretty close to immediately. So that makes a huge difference. We had folks staged in Central Oregon over the 4th of July weekend because we were so concerned about the fire danger there.
The bootleg fire is 53% contained. Evacuation orders were lifted Tuesday in Klamath County.
Today, the city of Portland will begin clearing out the homeless camp that's been set up for nearly a year at Laurelhurst Park in southeast Portland. People in that neighborhood say the camp has made it unsafe to live there. They've called police about fires, fights, break-ins, and the city says it's had enough. So the city posted eviction notices along Oak and 37th Streets earlier this week, warning people in that camp they had 72 hours to pack up and leave. The city says support staff will be on site to help those people figure out their next steps. Portland will also now prohibit camping in forested areas of the city to help protect people from wildfires. This rule comes after multiple reports of fires started in unsanctioned homeless camps. City leaders are concerned about places like Forest Park, Powell Butte, Tryon Creek, and other natural areas of the city where fires could spread fast.
All right, let's get to 3 things to know about coronavirus this morning. Number one, today President Biden is expected to announce next steps to get more Americans vaccinated. And part of that could be requiring federal workers to get the shot. Under the new policy, anyone who doesn't get vaccinated would have to be tested frequently and wear masks. Number 2, a new study out of Yale shows the power of the Kaiser vaccine wanes over time. It shows the vaccine is 97% effective at preventing severe illness for the first 6 months after you get it. But against symptomatic illness, the study showed it's only 84% effective during the same time. The good news is experts don't believe this has any effect on overall public health. And number 3, for the third day in a row, Tokyo is reporting record-breaking COVID cases with 3,865. Health officials say this recent surge is propelled by the Delta variant. Of those cases, 24 are related to the games. 3 of them are athletes. That includes the best American pole vaulter, who's now out of the games. The International Olympic Committee says, though, they found no correlation between the Olympics and the rising cases in Tokyo. And those are your 3 things to know right now.